Hello, friends. Thank you for joining us. My name is Joel, and
this is the O2 drop.
Yeah, whatever happened to that bit where you did the sound effect at the end?
I'm so glad he doesn't do it anymore.
I agree.
Oh, I mean, everyone complained about it so much, so, we just had to, move on from it.
Do you want to try for the fourth time?
No.
This is everyone's favourite Made for Adults VGC podcast, coming from Perth, home of Chris.
We're in my house. I'm so glad.
I just lost my... Damn.
Yeah, I'm hosting now. I'm sorry.
Mark's hosting.
Right, can you go back to introing me then?
Yeah, sorry, Joel, but please don't interrupt our
Don't
guests.
ruin my Thank you.
Home of Chris.
Future regional champion.
And
I'm so glad that Scarlet Violet is over. There are no more events. It's done and dusted. We can all move on to champions now.
Wouldn't that be amazing if it was true at Play Pokemon? What the fuck?
I'm also joined by Joel.
Hi. I'm not a host anymore, apparently.
Yeah, that's fine. And I didn't introduce myself at the start, but I'm Mark.
You are Mark.
And yeah, we're
here.
1 week out from Melbourne.
We are 1 week out from Melbourne.
About 2 days out from Melbourne at the time this episode drops.
Yes, if you're listening to this on the day that it drops, which is going to be, the 21st or the 20th? The 21st of May, please register your team for Melbourne on RK9.
Oh, shit, I got to do that. Well, I got to get a team first too, actually.
I don't got to do that.
You don't?
No.
We also have a gradient of participation in Melbourne right now.
What, player, caster doing fuck all?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I might go to the Cannington Cup, which has apparently been organised to be on Melbourne weekend.
Oh, good. You and no one else.
Yep.
Considering there are 5 people at the Armadale Cup last week.
Yeah.
I can't imagine we'll get many people shot to a cup when Melbourne's on.
Yeah, we had 6 at the Rocco Cup.
Yeah, and then there were fewer again at Barrel House.
Look,
I should have played. I agreed to commentate for some reason, but I should have just tried to get an easy 50 CP.
Yeah.
It's what's weird. I know that this is not interesting for the rest of the world listening, but like a lot of our competitive players either like semi-retired or become judges themselves. So like you got people like, you and Warren and...
There is a saturation of judges in Perth for all games.
Too many. Fuck off.
Oh, wait, fuck off. Actually, I can't go because I'm doing delayed Mother's Day for my mother-in-law at my house on Sunday. So I won't even be able to watch the stream. I have to sneak away, which is going to suck ass, but
not in a good way.
No, not in the way I want it to.
To this episode, we will talk about Utrecht regionals.
Yep.
We're going to talk about Campinas. I said that wrong, but it's
Campinas.
Campina. The LATAM regionals.
Yep.
We're going to talk about the Thailand Masterball League.
Yep.
We're going to talk about the Victory Road Tour. And we're going to talk about Play Pokemon, Twitter drama. I'm going to have some more beef with Joe and Sierra because that's what I do now. It's my weekly bit.
Your weekly bit.
Yeah.
We're also going to talk about Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yes, and our preparation for Melbourne to tie it all.
Melbourne, which doesn't exist, is not a Scavvy regional.
No. We're playing Sword and Shield.
Yeah, we're going all the way back.
There's also definitely not a Lima regional this weekend either.
Yeah.
Isn't that one a special event? Or am I dumb in thinking that?
Well, it's whatever it is. It's a Scarlet Violet tournament that doesn't exist.
Yeah. I'm annoyed that 2 weeks in a row that has happened. Should we start there and get it out the way?
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to use up all my energy for this bit though, and then I'm just going to be flatlined for the rest of the episode.
That's okay. Hit it.
Well, okay. All right. I'll put down my Switch because I'm farming money because I got a tournament that doesn't exist to prepare for.
You were giving me shit for swiping on Hinge.
This is Pokemon related, not a Hinge. This is not a Hinge podcast, despite the fact that last week's bottom cut was entirely making your Hinge profile.
And we'll talk about that more on this week's bottom cut.
Yeah. Lima is a special championship, so I'm not stupid. I just didn't remember. So yeah, one remaining money giving Scavvy event.
Yeah.
And two remaining points giving Scavvy regional level events.
Neither with a stream.
Apparently.
Well, neither with like a official.
Neither with a Pokemon the Pokemon Company International sponsored stream.
Yes. So this all started during the LA stream last week. Yes. And I did go on a bit of a rant. I played some audio because I called out Yuki and Sierra and Joe for basically saying that Scarlet Violet was over, and then they were all partying about how they've, they've been through the 3.5-year journey together, and it's all done and dusted now, and they can't wait to move on.
They did Northern Hemisphere washing of
Indianapolis.
Pokemon.
Now they did specify North America a few times, not every time. Like Joe and Sierra claimed they did specify it every time, and then the end of the stream, and you can go back and listen to last week's episode. You can go back and watch the day 2 stream right at the end. For LA, they say, and the final Scarlet Violet event in Europe, and for the final Scarlet Violet event, Utrecht is happening next weekend on the 16th. This is the final Scarlet. It was very clear that it was the final Scarlet event in that era, and they talked about their hopes for Utrecht, whatever. No mention of the following week of 2 other events, regional level events.
Yeah.
Right? So I called them out. They talked about it on their OCO.
They didn't even remember Campina.
I do not remember Campina. I mean, I think Melbourne's more memorable than Campina because Melbourne's like a well-known city in the world, I would imagine. Yeah. Anyway, so they went on the OCO and they said, look, they copped a lot of, hate on Twitter, on their other, socials, people, tagging them or whatever, coming for them. And
it is, sorry, just to interject, it is apparently pronounced Campinas.
Okay, Campinas. No pun needed. It's a
Campinas.
Yeah, Campinas.
Moving on.
We're having a serious moment here.
Yeah, we're very, very mad that the Americans forgot about us once again.
Well, yeah. So anyway, they went on OCO, and Sierra was actually quite lovely. She's like, look, we understand that she's like, I understand why they would be upset because they've had their IC taken away. They don't get
specifically referring to
Oceania. She's like,
okay.
I would be upset too if I didn't. They don't have any regionals in the lead up to Worlds, and that's in that format. They don't get professional streaming and casting done by Big Picker. They don't get IC. They don't. There's a lot of things that she acknowledged that, and I really appreciated that. But Joe compared Oceania to a sausage burrito. Yeah, this was his excuse for not mentioning Melbourne in the LA stream. He said that, if someone makes a video about liking sausage burritos, like if I'm not into sausage burritos, that's fine. Just don't watch it then. So he compared, just because I didn't, because he's not interested in Australia, he doesn't have to talk about it on the stream because he's not into sausage burritos, aka Australia. So if you don't like, so basically, if you don't like us not talking about your region, don't watch our streams, is what he implied. Because
that's crazy.
It's wild. And he also said that he specified it was the last NA event. He didn't. He definitely slipped up a few times. And anyway, the point is they went on OCO, they discussed it. Great. I gave some feedback on their OCO Twitter. Anyway, then
Mark takes a big breath in.
Then, and they're still welcome to come on the podcast, Joe and Sierra, if you're listening. Then Play Pokemon talked about the regional that just happened, Utrecht.
Yeah.
Okay. And they tweeted, one last time, musical note emoji. Here are your top restricted Pokemon for the final Pokemon Scarlet and Violet tournament! ! Hashtag Pokemon VGC. It was the top 8 restricteds in phase 2, day 2 of Utrecht.
Yeah.
Obviously, and they haven't edited this tweet still because I just checked before we started recording. This tweet is problematic wording because it is once again not the final event.
No, it's not.
Sorry, whoever in America is operating Play Pokemon's Twitter account.
They can't even get away with we meant last regional because Melbourne is not a special event.
No. Not
yet. Watch them make it.
I did rally the troops a little bit in our subscriber Discord, which you can be part of too. But I got upset. So this is my reaction. I said, thanks at Play Pokemon. Let's just pretend the rest of the world doesn't exist. Final Scarlet Violet tournament, ? Enough with the disrespect, ignorance, and lack of support for the other regions. We are sick of this crap. That tweet has 26.8 thousand views.
Damn.
Yeah. And
as in your tweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
And how many likes out of all those views?
76, 7 reshares, 10 comments.
That's not
bad.
That's almost a fraction of a percent.
But some big name players actually liked it.
Ooh.
Shout out Brady Smith. They liked it.
So how many views did you have on your comment?
I think it's that many. I can't read Twitter very well.
Because I got...
Yeah, it is.
So how many was it? I think that's their tweet.
No, it's not, because look at the comments. That comment there's got 1.2k.
Oh, yeah.
All the comments got heaps of views as well.
Yeah.
It's me that they've got 73.3 thousand views. I've got 26.8.
Huge.
Anyway, the point is I'm viral. No, the point is a lot of people supported and retweeted and commented, and a lot of other people commented on the thing. But like, it's just and then people started trying to like spin it. Oh, they just mean that like because there's no casting of it. It's the last official Scarlet Violet casted streamed event. That's what they mean. I'm like, no, that's not what it says. Don't try and backpedal. And like,
yeah, if it means something different, then they should have said something different.
Exactly.
The key here is communication.
We don't, every week when we briefly discuss the Pokemon results, it feels like we're getting briefer and briefer with our actual Pokemon content. We do mention Victory Road Tours. We do mention LATAM regionals. We do mention random special events in South Africa, any online Champions Festival, whatever it is, we will bring it up and at least acknowledge the winner and say, well done. When I just go like, there's no events this weekend, it's just disrespectful. And I think Pokemon needs to be better.
Another weekend of nothing.
Like describing my social life.
We don't have a weekend of nothing for like nearly a full month now. I think we've got Pokemon weekend after weekend after weekend all the way to NAIC.
Really?
I'm pretty sure we have Melbourne and Lima this coming weekend. Then I'm pretty sure it's off to Indy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm, yep.
And then it's Turin, and then it's NAIC. I'm pretty confident there's 4 weekends in a row. I'm pretty confident. I could be wrong, but
that sounds about right.
One person, most people were very, very supportive of our region on Twitter. One person replied to my tweet saying, sometimes people have to find a way to hate out of nothing. That results in modern day stupidity. I'm not hating out of nothing. It's not nothing. And at Accurate Meeman or Mimmin, cool. Where do you live? Tell me how you can relate and what it's like and where you're coming from. Because like, do you actually live in, their Twitter doesn't say where they're from. Do you live in a region and play competitive Pokemon and understand what it's like to not get any coverage at all from Big Picker and associated accounts?
Basically what Chris is saying is we are so oppressed in Australia.
Thank you. We are the most, actually.
And don't comment unless you know what it's like. Cunt.
Yeah, I think it's just it's giving I'm from North America and I don't look outside of the map because I was never taught to in high school type thing. Like, it's the meme of the globe painted blue and like this is how the USA sees the world. And it's like only them that they can see on the globe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Should I know? Some of our American listeners, we're not trying to insult your intelligence. We know that you can read a map.
Yeah, obviously, because you've subscribed to the world's best.
The world's best. And I've listened to other podcasts and I'm telling you, they're so boring. This is not boring and it's still somehow informative. And I quote, surprisingly funny.
Surprisingly.
We are.
Nick Khan. Australian darling. Yeah, I mean, the wording needs to be better. I'm pretty sure they're blue ticked, so they can do tweet. They can do. Is it still called a tweet? I don't fucking know.
I think it's still called tweeting.
They can do a post bigger than 180 characters and actually say what they mean. They don't have to hide behind some sort of dumb character.
Or they could use those extra characters to say Melbourne and
they could.
Lima.
That would be crazy.
I know, crazy.
That would be just wild. Yeah, it's frustrating to have it happen and then people comment on it and mention it and then the very next weekend it happens again.
I know. It's like you think that whoever's in charge of these social media accounts would be like have their finger on the pulse and on the ball about this shit.
No.
They'll probably do some like wishing competitors good luck in Melbourne this week, like post later in the week when the heat's died down. But
they'll almost have to, won't they?
Well, you'd think so. At least acknowledge the winner. Maybe how bad would it feel like to win a regionals and then like not even any get coverage from Play Pokemon?
Yeah, it'd be pretty rough. Yeah. At least we know Victory Road will be on the ball and commenting and sharing.
True.
Shout out to whoever runs the Victory Road Twitter.
Yeah, they don't miss.
They never miss.
Yeah. And I guess it moves us along to another shout out to Aurelian Sula for finally winning the big one.
Because at last.
I think it's the third Correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong, but very rarely. Is this Aurelian's third Utrecht final?
Yeah, I think it's the third time that they've made it to specifically the final.
At Utrecht.
And they've finally made the win.
Yeah.
At Utrecht at last. So congratulations to
Dragonite, right? It was a pretty spicy
There was
team.
a Dragonite on the team. Your
beloved Dragonite, Joel.
My beloved Dragonite.
Dragonite won a regional in this format before Terrapagos did.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. The team was, I mean, I admittedly am a little bit separated from Regai right now because I kind of don't give a fuck.
Separated from reality? Yeah, I can attest to that.
Respectfully. I've been concentrating on champions a whole lot more. But this team looks very cool, even from someone who hasn't really touched the format. So Zamazenta, Terra Fairy, Body Press, Wide Guard, Heavy Slam, Protect. In Sin with Assault Vest, Terra Water, Fake Out U-Turn, Flare Blitz, Knockoff. Choice Scarf, Maridon, Terra Electric, Electro Drift, Draco Media, Snarl, Volt Switch, Choice Band, Dragonite with Inner Focus, Terra Normal, Extreme Speed, Iron Head, Aquajet, Low Kick, a Focus Sash, Chien Pow, Terra Stella with Protect, Ice Shard, Crunch, Icicle Crash.
No Sucker Punch, okay.
No Sucker Punch. And then Volcarona with Rocky Helmet, Flame Body, Terra Dark, Flamethrower, Protect, Struggle Bug, and Rage Powder.
I don't like how you say Chien Pao. Chien Pao. It's just Chen Pao.
Chen Pao.
Chien.
I feel like we've had this discussion previously.
We got Alistair to confirm, who's not Chinese. However, he said it's close enough.
Leave me alone.
Sure.
Stop bullying me.
Look, I've already seen this team on ladder. So can people just get their own shit for once, honestly?
As somebody who cannot team build, no. I will copy winners. Thank you very much.
Yeah, which is what everyone's been trying to encourage you to do as well, Chris.
I have built... Well, we'll get to Melbourne. We'll get to Melbourne later. Let's talk about people
hopefully we'll get to Melbourne. I've booked tickets.
Congratulations to Aurelian. Like very
finally
consistent,
the bride.
Consistent player.
Yeah.
And it's it's only a matter of time. If you keep playing at that level, it's only a matter of time before the dice roll in your favor and you don't get hacked out of a win.
Before we get in trouble.
I mean, we've consistently given them shit for always being the bridesmaid and always coming in second.
There was one Australian at Utrecht.
Who was it?
Nick Crawford.
Oh, shit.
Congratulations, Nick Crawford.
Went 6'5", so they made it to day 2 and had a terrible day 2, unfortunately.
Actually, yeah. Oh, well.
Congratulations on day 2-ing, yeah. It looks like they took Coridon, Calyrex, Brute Bonnet, Iron Hands,
Brute Bonnet,
and Chi-Yu.
Sick.
Yeah.
I like it.
Shout out to the Aussie.
It's quite an Australian team, I reckon.
No, the Chi-Yu can fuck off. Still on my list of enemies for those that don't subscribe. There's a list.
Top 8 at Utrecht. So Louise Markle.
Yeah, Lewis Markle. He's German.
German. Shadow Wider looks like a pretty standard set. Matt Maynard in top 4. Marco Silva in top 4. And then top 8 was Mikhail Kelsch, Giovanni Pistatelli, Violaine Garrity, and then Dill Yeomans.
Violaine Garrity, I believe, is a female player.
Nice.
Which is great diversity. We had like a non-binary and a female in top 4.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Stop using those as nouns.
So, we
had a non-binary player. We didn't have a non-binary.
It says you can't say girl, a woman in top 4.
Yeah.
It just sounds so formal.
Dill did do a
lady.
There was a lady player in top 4.
There was a classy lady in top 4. That was great.
Dill had a very funny tweet immediately after.
Yes, he did. If you got it there, I'll read it out for you if you like.
It was like, I'm very sorry, but Europe's #1 fraud has qualified for Worlds again.
Sorry, everyone.
Wait, are they talking about Aurelian or Volcarona?
Sorry, everyone. Europe's biggest fraud qualified for Worlds again. And then Swamp VGC's first reply was, sorry, you have to go to America again.
Nice.
That's amazing. Yeah, no. Dill, they had the Maridon with Iron Treads.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm glad to see Iron Treads getting play.
It's not my favorite Pokemon, but sure. I like a bit of diversity.
No.
Was there anything else in the top 8 teams? I know Marco's team was Mr. Plow, was that Maridon, Calyrex, Ice Rider, Insin, Urshifu, Iron Treads, and Frigraph.
It looks like Marco and Dill played the same team.
Well, they're both, maybe. One's French, one's Italian. Maybe there's something there. Wait, where's Marco from again?
Marco's Italian and Dill is from the UK.
Oh, not Dill, sorry. I was talking about.
Wait, yeah, why did I think Dill was from mainland Europe?
I'm not sure.
Weird. I can't remember what country Dill's from. Aurelian's from France.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tier Time Masood came in
Also
17th.
Yep.
With
Also butchered in pronunciation by Joel, but that's fine.
Nice.
This is why I host, Joel, okay?
How are you going to say it then? Go on, Mark.
Nah, please continue, Joel.
So I'm just looking for well-known names.
I wasn't there, unfortunately, Joel, so you won't find my name there.
Yeah, no, it's a shame. You've got a job after all.
It's hard work having a job and playing Pokemon.
Nick Crawford did end up finishing 56th, so in the top 64.
Huge.
Yeah, that's all. Let's shout out our O2 droppers. Oh, here we go.
You found the source?
No. Milan Pakan, who is a Dutch player, went 08.
Heat. Big fan of an 08 player.
I love people sticking it out. There were no O2 droppers at Utrecht. We had 2 01 droppers, which usually just means that they didn't rock up.
They need to lift their game. Like, we need at least someone to go O2 drop. Someone has to do it for the bit.
There's a
I'll do it in Melbourne.
There's a budget Dim the Sim.
What's it called? Like Dim Zero or something?
No, it's like Dimitrios Konstantelos.
Damn, okay.
it's very close to
LG brand Dimitri Koziaros,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's Utrecht.
Yeah,
do we want to deep dive cores or anything for Utrecht?
I want to shout out, like, Violane, I'm not going to say the surname. Like, it's like Jiraki. You know, she's Scottish, which is awesome to see. We never see Scottish players like on the results podium.
No.
And I think she was running the Trapagos Toxapex team that, was it Aaron Traylor was running that Toxapex team? Who was it that was running Toxapex team in LA last week?
Yeah, I think it was.
Anyway, the Toxapex team that was in like the final of LA, that was the team that she ran. I think it's the same 6, I think.
Do we want to talk quickly about the Terrapagos Toxapex team? Because it's likely going to make an appearance in Melbourne.
Yeah, if you could find out how to beat it, that'd be great.
Click Psychic.
The Terrapagos Toxapex team. Here we go. Let's pull out a
Click
list.
Psychic on what?
Your Calyrex Shadow Rider.
The one that I'm not having on my team.
So
that's your first problem.
This team is Ogerpon Hearthflame, Sinistra with Focus Sash and Terra Fairy, Toxapex with Leftovers, Regenerator, Terra Grass, Terrapagos with Electric Seed, Terra Stella, Choice Scarf, Maridon, Terra Electric, and Rocky Helmet, Insin, Terra Bug.
See, I want to call Mark out here for some hypocrisy.
Go.
Because when I see it, I call a spade, right? Mm-hmm. You just mocked me for not having Shadow Rider on my team.
Yep.
You also tweeted today a photo of a little children's play area with a giant Connect 4 game there. And it's like, oh, great to see they've set up an area for the Calyrex Shadow Rider Zamazenta players.
There's a difference between running Cali-S and running Cali-S Zama.
No, there's not.
Those are 2 different things.
You are a hypocrite, Marcus Murray.
Also,
hypocrite.
that was a photo I very specifically took at a VGC event. Yeah. And there was a little corner set up for the Cali-S Zamazenta players.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Cali-S Zamazenta that I should have on my team, apparently.
No, don't run Zamazenta.
It's pretty good mon.
Yeah, but Zamazenta Calyrex players are lame.
Okay.
If you're a Calyrex Zamazenta player and you're listening to this, I'm not sorry. Get a better team. So in the focus session, wide garden.
So thank you, Mark, the moral compass of VGC.
You're welcome.
What would you like beyond that for that team that looks heinous?
You're going to do something that lame shit where you're like, and like the what was the best percentage winning mon, like single use mon thing you do? Do that.
We can do that.
Okay.
Winningest 2 Pokemon core.
Oh, I didn't ask for that. But okay.
Incineroar into something?
Incineroar Coridon.
No. Volcarona.
What?
Yep.
Oh, of course, because it's win percentage. So if there was like one of
21 of those cores.
21 people had Volcarona and Incin on their team.
Yeah, with a 59.9% win rate.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Winningest 3 Mon core at 63.4.
Did that also have Volcarona?
Yep. Volcarona, Incin, and Dragonite appeared 14 times.
So I guess these people were cooking together then.
Yeah, the Dragonite was
there's no way,
a couple of Dragonites in top 8.
There's no way that many people come up with that bullshit independently.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, all the bloody Europeans are all like bloody in like gangs and shit with their gang colours and sponsors and, you know, guilds or whatever and
team cartels.
Yeah, unions.
There
got
are
to do this.
2 teams tied that are both one-off usages with both had 75% win rate.
When we rock up to Melbourne in our new O2 drop beanies, are we like, if we're all wearing matching beanies, are we like officially a gang then?
I think so.
Fuck yeah.
There's legislation around gang insignia. I'd have to look up what actually classifies.
All right, let us know in the comments.
I know
are we a gang?
3 patches are forbidden.
Okay.
But we're not a 3 patch, so we're fine.
But if you have a beanie, a hoodie, and a shirt, and they all have a patch on them.
Well, a 3 patches specifically. The motorcycle, because they usually have the like one patch.
Of course. It's the name of the
gang, the insignia, and then the club.
Chapter.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. We should do that, though. The O2 drop logo, and then at the bottom, Perth. The Eastern is going to have Melbourne. Or
So the 2 winningest teams in Utrecht, number 1 was Cheen Poo, Whimsicott, Amoongus, Zamazenta, Urshifu Rapid, and Shadow Rider. And then the second team was Kyogre, Amoongus, Tornadus, Sarina, Zacian, and Urshifu Rapid.
I just team actually. I want to know what like the highest finishing mon that was only a single player brought. That's the question I want.
That's the question you want answered?
Can I try and guess it?
So you want the winningest.
The winningest mon, single core.
The winningest single use. Oh, I have it. I may have already mentioned it.
Damn. Serena.
Yep.
Nice.
Only one person brought Serena. Wow.
9-3, yeah.
Nice.
The best mon currently in Regulation I is Zamazenta. It'll net you plus 15% on day 1 to day 2 usage.
Fuck, I should probably put that on my team then. Team Chrysis in full chaos mode at the moment.
Shadow Rec, Calyrex Shadow is his second best at 6.8. Raging Bolt at 6, Chi-Empow at 6, and Amoongus at 5. And Chi-Yu at 4. Those are your best mons to make it through to day 2 based on Utrecht. And if you take Koraidon, you have a minus 10% chance of making day 2, apparently.
Apparently. All right. Any other further talks about Utrecht before we move on to the other events that definitely happened this weekend?
Yes, I can't see Campinas.
Well, okay,
there it is.
Well, here's the. Can I say this because I just love saying his name?
Yeah.
Congratulations to Sebastian Escalante for winning Campinas Regional. He's obviously Argentinian for those playing at home.
219 players.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad for LA.
That's about a Perth regional size.
When I say LA, I mean LATAM, not Los Angeles.
So, Sebastian Escalante, I'm going to say he would be a friend of the show if he knew about us. I think he does know about us. All right. Koraidon, Clear Amulet, Terra Fire with the low kick as the fighting type move. It's probably one of the more of a bulkier set, I imagine. Calyrex Ice Rider with leftovers, Terra Fairy, Leech Seed, Glacial Lance, Trick Room Protect, Terra Water, Rillaboom, Assault Vest with Woodhammer, Geyser Glide, U-Turn, Fake Out. We had Smeargle, everyone's favourite dog. Focus Sash, Moody, Grass, Terra, Spore, Follow Me, Spiky Shield, Ruination, a little saucy. Lando I, Life Orb, Terra Water, Earth Power, Protect, Sludge Bomb, Sandsear Storm, a dry Sandsear. There's not a rain dance or drizzle to be found. And then Incineroar, Safety Goggles, Terra Water with obviously Intimidate in case you're an idiot. Flare Blitz, Knockoff, Parting Shot, Fake Out. That was his team. Now the runner-up, I'm also going to say his name because it looks fucking badass. Vinicius, Moscow, Junquera. How did I do?
I don't know if you pronounced it well, but it sounded good.
Thank you, Mark. He was a finalist from Brazil. From Brazil. Congratulations to him. He ran, Mark, you'd like, I know you won't like this because it's not Max. Whimsicott, Covert Cloak, Terra Dark, Tailwind Encore, Moonblast, Fake Tears, Whimsicott.
Damn.
Yep. We had a Urshifu Rapid Strike, Focus Sash, Terra Stella, Surging Strike, Aquajet for Close Combat Protect. We had a Zamazenta, Terra Dragon with Iron Head, Body Press, Wide Guard, and Protect. Indeedy Female, Safety Goggles, Terra Water, Follow Me, Helping Hand, Dazzling Gleam, and Trick Room. And then Calyrex, Shadow Rider, Life Orb, Terra Dark, Psychic Protect, Astro Barrage, Pullin Puff.
Poolin Puff.
Ogre Cornerstone, Terra Rock, obvious reasons, Ivy Cudgel, Power Whip, Spiky Shield, Follow Me.
Follow Me.
You know the song I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was the finalists of Campinas. So, congratulations. This is Sebastian Escalante's 4th regional championship. I thought I'd just give him a little mention.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. I'm also jealous of his name.
Escalante.
Do you think I could marry him and become...
It's this one, right?
Yeah, this one. I could become Christopher Escalante.
Christopher Escalante. I
reckon change your name to be more Hispanic. Christian Escalante.
Cristiano
Escalante.
Cristiano Escalante. All right, Diego. You might know him being from the hood of South America. Please.
It's a pretty small place. I hear they all know each other.
They probably went to school together. Even though one's from Chile.
Where is Sebastian Escalante from?
Argentina.
I mean, they are next to each other.
Yeah. You know, the borders are, maybe they were on the border, a school together on the border.
Yeah, that's
maybe
a thing.
Gabriel Agachi came 3rd, friend of the show.
Hell yeah.
He says
it is
Agachi.
Agachi. Yeah.
Ooh.
We had him on the show, Chris.
We did, but I don't remember pronouncing Agachi on the show.
Juan Solano in 20th.
Voodoo Witch Doctor, Juan Solano.
Javier, Sebastian Rodriguez, 29th. Jan Sim, 37th. Just missed out.
What's our listen rate like in the... we had a bit of a spike in Chile for a while.
Oh, hang on.
Do we have any Latin American fans?
So we do at last have listens on every continent except for obviously
Antarctica. Well, can we fucking get that shit going, please? Those on the base... I knew they used to know the name. I used to know the names of the bases on Antarctica. How weird is that?
That's very specific knowledge.
The people that are on, what are their names? It's all completely gone. But if you're on one of the...
It's like Macquarie or something
like that. They've all got like, the Australian one starts with M. If you're listening and in Antarctica, please reach out.
Okay. Just before we continue with Campinas, see if you can guess a country that currently has 1 listen.
A country that currently has
There's a list of like 20 that I checked. As of midday, 18th of May.
Bolivia.
Yes.
Oh, huge.
Wow.
Hold on. I'm gonna...
Chris may win this on the first round.
Yeah, shit. I'm trying to think of some countries that would... Poland.
Yes.
Shit.
Get in.
Shit.
All right, round 2.
Round 2.
Okay, fuck. This is really stressful.
Shout out to our one Polish listener.
Who's listened once.
Right, this month or of all time?
This is all time. 1 listens.
You said every continent, so somewhere in Africa is listened, which is...
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Every continent.
I'll go the Philippines.
No, the Philippines does not have only 1 listen.
Has more than 1.
More than 1.
Shout out to the Philippines.
Shout out to the Filipinos.
Huge in the Philippines.
We have listens in every continent and 94 countries.
So
That's pretty good.
So if Mark gets
Mike,
this,
he wins.
So this is like penalties.
Isn't like
Yeah.
wait, if it's penalties, it should be like 3 rounds or something at least, or 5 in a penalty
Sure,
shootout.
we'll do 3.
All right.
All right, sure. And then from there, if we're tied, it's every from there. Okay. All right, let me think about Africa. I reckon we've got more than 1 listen in South Africa.
Same. That's what I was avoiding Africa deliberately.
Morocco.
Morocco is not on the list.
Damn.
Of 1 listen.
We need to get if you're listening to this, if you have friends in Morocco, we want to build our Moroccan listener base.
Slovakia.
Yes.
Yes! It's coming home.
Okay.
It's coming home.
You say every continent has 1. Are you counting the Americas as 1 continent?
I think North and South.
North and South are separate.
Okay, somewhere in North America, there is a country with 1 listener.
No, he never said that.
No, so we have listens in every continent.
Oh, right.
And I have a list of the countries
20 countries
that have 1 listen.
Oh, for some reason I thought there was like one of those countries wasn't every continent.
I would avoid North America if I was you.
Yeah. because I feel like we probably have more than one listener in Mexico, and we definitely do in US and Canada. Shout
out Johnny and George.
Yeah, the gang and all our other listeners.
Yeah, Seattle John.
For the win, VGC.
Washington State Matt.
Not for the win, sorry. Underdog VGC.
Wacko.
For the wins by TCG guy I listen to on YouTube.
If we just start shouting at every North American subscriber, we're going to be here a while.
Ivy, shout out.
Christ. Okay.
We say Washington State Matt?
We did, yeah.
Oh, good. It's really high pressure.
It is.
This zero stakes game that I invented on the fly.
No, this is
Finland.
I was actually going to say Finland.
No, Finland did have several.
Damn it.
So it just
because I knew we have a bunch in Sweden. I was like, if we maybe go slightly
huge
further
in Sweden.
Huge in Sweden.
Yeah.
So Chris wins that little penalty shootout of one. So countries that currently have one listen include Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Okay, so you were right for just like going for
Eastern Europe.
The Baltics.
Iceland.
Balkans.
China, Nigeria, Georgia, Cook Islands, Cyprus, Poland, Bolivia, Cambodia, Rwanda, Slovakia, Ghana, Kazakhstan, Senegal, Honduras, Tunisia, Kyrgyzstan, Ethiopia, Albania, and Uruguay.
So there's a lot of African countries in there with one listen.
With one listen, yeah.
Is, how long do you have to listen for it to count as a listen?
I think it's a good chunk.
Okay, so it's not like someone accidentally started playing and turned it off immediately.
It has to download the episode.
In that case, I'm offended by the fact that we've had people listen once and be like,
come back.
No, I'm good.
I also thought that
just some bloke in Nigeria just like, I'm not listening to this shit again.
Fuck these guys.
It's like, why are they gay?
There were no O2 droppers in Campinas.
Damn. I actually thought the Cook Islands were like a New Zealand territory.
No, New Zealand doesn't have territories. What are you talking about?
They're an Australian territory, but they have their own flag, I think.
I didn't realize they were an Australian territory.
I'm pretty sure most of them.
Christmas Island is.
I'm pretty sure
that Norfolk Island is.
I'm pretty sure most of their operational expenses come from us. I could be wrong about that though.
So they're draining our taxpayer dollars. Is that what you're trying to say? Nah, shout out the Cook Islands. Listen more. What it marks.
Oh, it is an associated state of New Zealand.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. I'll take that one. Subscribers,
it's close enough that
this.
It counts.
Thank you, Joel.
And you also deserve a...
That's my boy.
Shout out. Mark, also, can I just point out, Mark is a Kiwi.
Okay. Associated state does not necessarily mean that. It means it is the minor partner.
Okay. The Masterball League
was in Thailand. So there's a series of events. There was one in Philippines in April. We've got Singapore. I believe it's this weekend coming up in Singapore.
I think it is because Jude said that he's not coming. Yeah.
And we had Philippines. Sorry, we had Thailand. I think there's ones in like Malaysia and Korea as well. I don't know the dates of them all, but they're in Champions format, which is obviously different to what we're in right now.
It is.
And you're going to have a crack at the winner's name, Joel?
The winner of the Thailand Masterball League was Jitarin Ro Maha Mongol. Mongol? Ro Maha Mongol.
Is it Ro or Roj?
I reckon it would be Ro.
All right. Roj Maha Mongol? Mongol? Anyway, it's a long surname.
These Masterball Leagues are being done in Champions.
They are.
So which one here is JIT? Okay, so JIT was running, excuse me, by the looks of things, Aerodactyl, Sylveon, Insin, Basca Legion, Komo-O, and a Mega Venu. And then the second place was running Mega Gengar, Insin, Basca Legion,
Dragonite,
Kingambit, and Mega Floette.
I really like that Aerodactyl has become this like villain in Champions. I love him. He's getting his time to shine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm always a big fan of when we get a low-powered format and suddenly like a Pokemon that isn't usually good is like S tier.
I've made the comment that I've been watching a lot of like first-time Pokemon streamers.
Sure.
And the funniest thing for me is the amount of complaints about Rock Slide.
Have they not played Pokemon before?
Welcome to Pokemon, friends.
To Pokemon. Rock Slide is one of the only moves that has had like zero modification to it since Generation 2.
Yeah.
It has been the same accuracy, the same power, the same flinch rate since Gen 2.
And it's never, I mean, people, and yes, it's annoying, but it's never broken the game like other mechanics have.
And the moment a single legendary enters the game, Rock Slide is gone.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Like, because either Wide Guard becomes prevalent because the legendaries introduce better
spread moves. Yeah.
Better spread moves. Or like the Pokemon that use Rock Slide are made redundant immediately by the shift in meta.
And also, yeah, as soon as more powerful Pokemon enter the meta, Aerodactyl gets outsped. So you then need to set Tailwind to be able to start spamming Rock Slides. Or I guess you can do it with X-Drill and Sandstream. But like you're doing chip damage and trying to get a 30% flinch chance, on each mon. It's like, you can look. There's an age-old saying that goes back to the dawn of time, where there's a rock slide, there's a way.
Yes,
and that sometimes is your win con. But people are not. I don't think people are actually building teams to be like, right, my team's just gonna be click rock slide and win, because that's not reliable. It's just that it sometimes is your only win con and it works. And
yeah.
I don't know. I don't mind it. Maybe I'm just maybe I'm not playing enough champions. That might be my problem, because I've been stuck on. Not that there's any more Scarlet Violet events, but for some reason I've been playing Scarlet Violet.
You got to keep playing it for reasons.
Nostalgia.
Unknown. Yeah,
I can't move on from the last 4 years, Joel.
You got to be one of the few people that continue to play. So they don't have teams fully on Victory Road, unfortunately, yet. And respectfully, I'm not going to go through the streams right now.
Congratulations to Jit, though. What actually happens now for their Worlds qualifications? Do we know how that system works?
So, it looks like teams and results. So, Jitaran won to earn a travel award and invite to Worlds.
But I believe there's like the top certain number of players also get to go, right?
Okay, so champion and finalists both receive invites and travel award. And then the top 10 places get invites. And then the best 4 seniors or juniors outside of the top 10 get invites.
Is the top 10 like including
it's a single division based on that.
Is the top 10 including the finalist and winner? Or
Yes.
is it like, okay, so the 8 other people plus the winner and finalist?
Yeah. And only the winner and finalists get the travel award from Thailand.
Mark, just to distract you from Hinge for a second, how would you feel if you were a competitive Pokemon player? I remember those days when you were a competitive Pokemon player.
I do. Good times.
How would you feel if like your whole season like qualification to go to Worlds was based around one single event?
I mean, to be honest, depending on how much I could afford to travel, sometimes it did.
True. But like even if, let's just say you won Lotto, you couldn't like, okay, I guess
if you win the whole thing,
but like, well, what are the chances of
it's bullshit. I agree. I don't think these circuits have particularly well set up systems. I think the system that we have in the TPCI regions, I think is quite good. The kind of get CP. I feel like the way that the top X and X region in each region thing could be a lot better.
Could definitely be tweaked.
Yes. Well, I mean,
as a minimum.
For those that aren't aware, Oceania only gets 20 places for TCG and VGC Masters, which is not enough.
I just think they need to fuck around with the BFLs.
They could mess around with the BFLs. They could also, now that they've done this for 2 years, they're starting to accumulate data of where the cutoff is in terms of points. They could bring back a point barrier.
They could.
That is a very high point barrier, but then it's like something very specific to aim for players.
Do you know what I would like the point barrier system? Because I think if I really wanted to take Worlds qualification seriously and I could plan a year where I lightened my workload at work and other things, and I could plan to save up and travel. And I know this sounds bad saying I would be a wallet warrior, but I would travel to events and try and just get enough like day 2 finishes to get enough CP at enough regionals and ICs to go, just so I can get fulfill my dream of being a Worlds competitor. Now, the reason I think this is okay and not hypocritical of me is because in this system, I wouldn't be taking someone's top 20 spot.
Yes.
Because it's a CP cap.
Fair point.
By me being a wallet warrior, I'm not taking anyone else's chances away from them qualifying for Worlds, right?
Yeah, you like to get to this CP bar. I have to travel.
Yeah, and I would love to do that. I probably should have got onto that when we did have a CP bar.
Yeah.
And back when
Mark, any thoughts on the CP bar?
I miss the CP bar, man.
Because didn't you had like the COVID season, right? Where like you effectively just needed to go.
If I just traveled to Sydney, and I think I got a top 32, I would have qualified for Worlds.
Yeah, it's
I fucked up, Joel.
I fucked up. We've all fucked up, don't we?
Yeah, 1 year I missed out by 100 points. Way back
when the bar was 100 points.
Nah, got him. No, back the bar was 300 points, and I'd traveled to multiple regionals, but I kind of missed a few top 16s because that's where like the points were at the time.
We wasted so many years of prime
CP bar
years.
I don't see it coming back, to be honest. The other thing to remember for regions that have the Masterball League is that throughout the season they do actually have like Great and Ultra Ball leagues as well, which are the equivalent of our like so Masterball. I've met some judges from TPC regions and had this discussion with them, and that so Masterball is the equivalent of our old nationals. Ultra Ball is like the equivalent of regionals, and then Great Ball are basically like cups. So in the TCG side of things, in TPC regions, they have Great and Ultra Ball leagues all throughout the season, but VG only gets Master Ball.
Yeah.
So there's like, I think for Master Ball, there's like qualification through the Great Ball and Ultra Ball to attend Master Ball for TCG. But for VG, it's just rock up to this one event and your Worlds invite completely hinges on it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's not great. I would not be psyched to be going through that system.
No.
Do you know what else I regret? It's a quick side tangent, which we like
regrets.
To do. A regret for me. So I recently acquired a PSA 10 Evolving Sky Secret Rare Umbreon V Max of like a Moonbreon.
You cosplayed for it and everything.
I cosplayed. Well, I've got an Umbreon hoodie, so I did chuck it on for the photo. It's worth like, and if you buy it on eBay, it's about $6,500. If you buy it in person on Marketplace, it's about $7,000. It's a ridiculous amount of money. Right?
Damn.
So it's worth about $6,500. I was going through some DMs because I recently sold my PSA 8 Moonbreon, which I bought raw back in the day, right? So I found
in the day
in 2023 when I first got into TCG like properly and started like trying to build a collection. And I love Umbreon's my favorite Pokemon. You know that if you subscribe and listen to my top 10 Pokemon list. And I wanted a Moonbreon because it was like the Umbreon card. It was like amazing. And back then I thought they were really expensive. You could buy a raw Moonbreon for in 2023 for $900 for a raw Moonbreon. Because I had several conversations on Marketplace about it. Someone offered me a PSA 10 Moonbreon for $1,300 in 2023.
And you declined it.
I declined it. Am I, chat, the biggest fucking idiot of all time?
No, because the biggest idiot of all time is me, because I sold $30,000 worth of cards that are today worth nearly $150.
Yeah, but you got married. So.
I did.
Is it worth it? Probably not. If you could go back and undo that.
If I could go back in time, I would honestly have a smaller wedding. So there is an element of like, yes, I would go back in time and not sell my Pokemon cards. I think I have mentioned it before that in 2017, I spent nearly $100,000 on my wedding and honeymoon combined. And if I could go back in time, I would probably maybe elope.
If I could turn back time.
If I could find a way.
Snap out of it all. I can't do a Shannon impression. Look, so yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. That's another one of my regrets. Not buying cards when they were reasonably priced before the Pokeflation. Pokeflation is wild. My card collection's up to $62,500 now. It was $50,000 last time I said this on the podcast.
If you would like to find out about the inflation of Pokemon cards, do Google Pokemon inflation and you will find everything you need to know about it.
I think they've compared graphs of like other investment types compared to like Pokemon cards, and the graph is wild.
The problem with cards currently is that investor bros, AI bros have gotten on it, and now they're like hyping up the dumbest shit. So I think there's like an Evolving Skies Eevee that's gone, a common card that's gone from like $2 to $50 plus per card because it has Rayquaza on it. And they've hyped up the fact that it has Rayquaza on it. And then they did it to the Bulbasaur first partners. and it has Viridian Forest in the background of the Bulbasaur, and they're going, oh, it's got an homage to Trikachu. And now, like, that card's gone up by like 300% in a few days.
That's a bit shit. How do you feel about the Kabuto King?
That's so dumb.
You're the guy that collects all the first edition. He single-handedly made it from like a 2-cent card to it's like a $50 card now because he buys all the first edition ones. I have one, by the way. The
thing that made it $50 was him announcing it, though.
Yeah.
If you had have just done it in quiet and then been like, look, I've got like
binders full of first edition.
I've got 100,000 Kabuto cards. There would be almost no impact to the price of Kabuto cards.
True. He can't shot himself in the foot now because now he's too expensive to buy more.
Yeah. So like,
that's funny though. Having like, I mean, people collect all sorts of things, right? You get people collecting like Pez dispensers, those like bobblehead things, the pop culture thing. I don't know what they're called. You know what I mean? The little beanie babies. If you want to
finals, I think.
Yeah. If you want to collect first edition Kabutos, go for it. I respect that.
Just shut the fuck up about it. And
what would you do, Mark? All right. So Mark, again, from your Hinge dating, if you wanted a Hinge date tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah.
And this girl just casually over dinner was like, oh yeah, like you should see my collection. I've got 3,000 first edition Jigglypuffs from like Pokemon Jungle or whatever it was from.
Good on her.
Would that be like, wow, that's really cool or interesting? Or would you be like, wow, that's kind of fucking weird? Like,
so you think someone having a big nerdy collection of Pokemon cards would be a turn off for me?
Specifically,
have you met my ex?
Specifically 3,000 first edition Jigglypuffs.
That's fine.
No.
It's a cool card to collect.
It reminds me of the who's Bald Piano Man? Seth, fuck.
Oh, yeah, I know the guy who he did the videos where he just stares deadpan into the camera and plays amazing stuff. Yeah, I think he was Seth something.
Seth Everman, is it?
Sure.
Let's go with that.
Now it's going to bother me.
Sure, just take your time.
With the power of editing.
Yeah, Seth Everman. And he did a video where he did the Pokemon theme song.
Yeah. And
as part of that video, he ordered a bunch of Fat Pikachu on eBay.
Yeah.
Like the card, and then wallpapered an entire room with them.
Oh, yeah.
It was great.
Nice.
And so like if I went back to a girl's house and her bedroom is just covered in first edition Jigglypuffs.
Great.
I'm done. I'm there.
You've already come.
Yeah. My clothes are coming off. You know, like
you're like, I'm sorry, I've cummed and shitted myself.
The shitted was unrelated. That happened to the car ride over.
Yeah, that tikka masala was a bit. That vindaloo. I should have had that for dinner before a date.
I got the Vindapoos.
Oh no.
Amazing.
Thank you.
So. Okay, well, how did we go into? Oh, yeah, Pokeflation. Right.
Pokeflation, yeah.
Right. So, and then we were talking about the Thailand Masterball League and their qualifying events and how shit the format is for them to qualify to go to Worlds.
Yeah.
And good luck, Jude, for Singapore. He has to go through the same thing this weekend.
I think Singapore gets slightly more spots than Thailand.
Yeah. I think of this system, Japan gets the most. Japan gets like 50 places, right?
64.
60. You see, you're onto it, Joel. 64.
So because the Japan Pokemon Championship Series is soon in a few weeks. So 128 people from the 640 made it through.
The people that...
then the top 64 from the in-person single elim.
And it's best of one closed team sheet?
Best of one closed team sheet, and then the finals are best of 3 open, I think. I could be wrong.
Alistair will let us know in the comments, I'm sure. But yeah, it's stressful. It's stressful enough, our system.
Yeah.
We have a whole year to plan around. Well, not a whole year, but 9 months to plan around it.
Yeah. There was another VR challenge, the May challenge number 3.
I heard a lot about this because there was a lot of people complaining about the Pokemon that were in the top teams.
Yes. So there was 221 players. They did 8+2 Swiss rounds, and then there were 11 people that made top cut. The eventual winner was Tota Nambu
from Japan.
Netted themselves $750. They were running Mega Charizard Y, Mega Dragonite, Basculegion. Who's that? That's King Gambit, Venusaur, and
Who's
Garchomp.
that Pokemon?
Stefano Greppi was in second place, netted himself $375.
It's pretty good.
They were running Mega Charizard Y, Mega Aerodactyl, Basca Legion for Rigaref, Sylveon, and Garchomp.
Wow, that's very creative.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was some people were creative because I think the thing I heard about people complaining about on Twitter was that people had called on about Vivian. Oh,
Okay.
Vivian.
To be honest, I didn't even realize Vivian was in the game.
It is.
It is.
It's one of the only Follow Me. It also has Friend Guard and Compound Eyes and Shield Dust. It has 3 very good abilities.
It does.
And there was multiple of them in the top cut.
Most of the teams that I've seen
Were they on rain teams?
where they were Compound
One was on a
Eyes.
Torkoal team.
Hate.
One had
Yeah.
Mega Blast. So
Sorry, no, they don't need to be on rain because they naked hurricanes with compound eyes, don't they?
Yeah.
Hurricane sleep powder.
'Cause it's
Yosuke.
98%,
So this person only.
I think.
No,
Was
I
in,
think
like,
sleep
top.
powder is.
Oh, sleep powder.
And
is
then
98.
hurricane's like 91.
Yes.
It's in top 8, Yosuke Takayanagi.
Taka Yanagi.
Takayanagi. Oh, so close.
I love that.
Blast.
I always get it when I go for Japanese food. And can we get a side dish of Takayanagi's?
Blastoise, Kangaskhan.
He's on fire.
Mega Blastoise making a splash, pun intended. Kangaskhan, Basca Legion, Farigiraf, Vivian, and Torkoal. So there wasn't, I mean, I guess there would be maybe some rain. Maybe does Farigiraf get rain dance?
The Vivian that has come out is like a choice scarf Vivian with sleep powder, hurricane, rage powder, rain dance. So you just
So you set rain dance with that. Does it have, so it does have Compound Eyes, not Friend Guard or?
compound for Yusuke. There was another Vivian from Shun Kato. That was on a Mega Lopunny.
Fuck yeah.
It's an identical Vivian, just with the Pokeball pattern instead.
Can you actually, I'm assuming all patterns are in the game.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Most of the Vivian that you see are the Vivian that come from ZA, which I think is, what is that pattern called?
Isn't it like, is it Meadow? It's like blue and green. Am I imagining it?
Is it fancy or is it?
Well, the special event one that, because there was like 1 million Pokemon transferred over Pokemon.
Yeah, I think it's that
mystery
one.
gift. So we got like I think this could be a good take or a hot take or a cold take. I don't know. But looking at all the top cut teams, I think Regulation MA seems to be a fairly healthy metagame.
The one thing that's very, very, very prevalent currently is the Charizard Y Glamora Whimsicott build.
Okay.
That people have caught on to, and it's all the same mons, but in top 16 there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the top 16 identical teams.
Joel,
Yeah.
just quickly jump in there. I have a bomb, I have a bomb, I have a bomb, I have a bomb. Just because, some people are going to be on a flight to Melbourne when this drops.
Oh my God. Poor Aldrich.
Again?
This is our somewhat regular PSA to wear headphones when listening to podcasts in public spaces.
Yeah.
Not just because you could get arrested by airport security, but also because you would
Otherwise
be
you're
a
a bit of a
fucking
dick.
knobhead. Yeah.
If you get in trouble with the police at the airport, just say you're talking about the Bureau of Meteorology and you're talking about the bomb app.
Yeah, exactly. That'll work out well. If for some reason this is still playing while you're getting dragged in with the with airport security, I have 6 kilograms of cocaine up my asshole.
Wow, that's a lot of kilograms of coke.
So much coke to have up your ass.
That is a Ma family wedding right there.
Okay.
I say it's a healthy metagame, right? But there's a shitload of Basca Legion, King Gambit, Garchomp.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
so Basca Legion, King Gambit, Sneasler are like a trio that will, on average, have like a 60% win rate. Where,
Yeah,
like they have an isolated win rate. There's a very cool team at 17th from Fusto Bontadelli, who looks to be a Swiss player. Mega Skarmory, Fancy Feather Whimsicott,
So fancy.
or Fairy Feather Whimsicott, Sash Glamora, Mega Floette, Scarf, Basca Legion, and Chopple Hydreigon.
Chopple is the fighting resist one, right?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Interesting.
There's a lot of interesting. I'm interested, Di, with the fact that there are people with like Mega Scizor in top cut, which is something that's I think is pretty cool. Probably like a Mega Floette sort of on the.
I rate Mega Scissor.
Do we just
Yeah, Mega-
scissor?
Mega Glamora was there, Mega Aerodactyl, Mega Blastoise,
Mega Glim is interesting.
There was so many cool
Charcoal
Megas.
Talonflame.
That's interesting.
I wonder what the KOs.
I'm looking at the first team in the top 8 that has Mega Scizor. So it's a Sash Glamora, a Charcoal Talonflame, Mega Floette, Mega Scizor, a Citrus Garchomp, and then a Chople Kingambit. Yeah, Scizor is pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah, I like it. I read it. So what was the Scissors set?
This one is Bullet, Punch, Knockoff, Bug Bite, Protect.
Knockoff is interesting. Okay. Because usually in that third slot, so I see a lot of Bullet Punch, Bug Bite, and then it tends to be either Dual Wing Beat or Swords Dance.
Yeah.
Tends to be what I see. So Knockoff is interesting.
I'm currently attempting to get Pikachu Professor title in Champions.
Does it have to actually hit the field, or can it just be on your team of 6?
It has to hit the field to count.
Ugh.
So it can't be a passenger.
Yeah.
I'm currently at 20 wins and I started the season with 0.
You need 100.
Need 100.
In a season?
No, just in general.
Okay.
But I feel like as more seasons go on, it's going to get harder to do it. If I want to do it a little later seasons, I'm going to have to sit around.
It'll be higher power formats as well.
I'm going to have to sit around in Pokeball and farm bots.
Don't you do that anyway?
I'm unfortunately already in Ultra Ball.
Why wouldn't you go? I mean, I know
monkeys and typewriters, I guess.
Yeah.
I know Pikachu's in your top 3 favorite Pokemon, right?
It is, yes.
But wouldn't it be easier to pick one of your top 2 favorite Pokemon, Dragonite, to get this Dragonite Professor?
I'm at 55 with Dragonite. The team has both Dragonite and Pikachu.
God, you're
so you're
you're a simple man, aren't you, Joel?
Yeah.
You're only bringing Pikachu to about 35% of games.
No, I started the season with 30 odd wins with Dragonite because my previous season team was like Dragonite, Garchomp, Gambit, Sneasler, Charizard Y, and Basque, I think.
I feel like Pikachu might have its place in MA if there were like any good electric types right now.
Yeah.
So that you can take advantage of that. Yes. If that's the best electric type right now, I feel like that's a very strong argument for the case I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
But like there's no strong electric type moves
that you want to throw it in front of to get the lightning rod, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If it was like
if it
was lightning rod except for ghost types, you'd see it fucking everywhere to deal with Scarf Basculegion.
Yeah.
If there was an equivalent electric type or electric type attack, like for example, if rain was super prevalent and everyone was running Electroshot Archeliodon, there could be grounds to run a lightning rod Pokemon. But I think part of the issue is like, what's the strongest electric attack right now?
Electroshot.
Yeah, probably.
Thunder in rain.
From what?
From
Mega Manectric.
Mega Dragonite.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah.
So against rain teams, Pikachu is probably not bad.
Yeah. So what I've done is I've taken a Japanese team that had Rotom Mo and I swapped it with Pikachu and it worked really well, but I'm on a 10 game lose streak.
Good job,
I'm shocked.
How do we feel about...
Do you get a special badge for that?
I wish.
Fucking loser award?
No, you get a bottom collector one for getting enough bottoms.
What? I should have one.
Oh, yeah.
I should have a bottom.
I've been trying to get the bottom collector one. That's a good title.
No comment. How do we feel about Champions singles format? Because didn't they announce the next global challenge is going to be singles?
Yeah, so it's the monthly challenge series is what it's been renamed to. It is going to be in singles.
And presumably there's no CP.
Not the global cunt fest anymore, not the GC.
Not the cunt fest, no.
So I guess we're going to have to stream some singles.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Well, we can just put you on the stream.
Yeah, boy.
I'm the only one on the podcast who's single.
Kieran.
Well, I mean, depends how well his recent dates have been going.
True.
We need to follow up with him on that.
We do.
Going to get me on the podcast to ask him.
Yeah.
Come back, Kieran.
I'm sorry. Why did I not get a bottom tisk for that? I really enjoyed my joke.
Thank you, Mark.
You did your foot too. It's really impressive.
Yeah, I didn't know which one I was going for. That was really lucky.
With a socked heel.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the singles format, I haven't touched it yet this season, which is only like a week old or something at time of recording.
You haven't touched any singles?
No, just single slices of cheese.
Just one?
Yep. On my burger to that.
Nice.
#health.
I had pasta.
Nice. But yeah, so that was the VR challenge. Lots of the format is just Dance with Charizard, Aerodactyl, Floette, and Dragonite effectively as like the megas.
You should love seeing all that Dragonite.
I do.
You're going to get one of those, you know how Mega Dragonite in TCG warning again, sorry. Is it the full gold one? Does it have a full gold or am I imagining it?
I prefer the one that's got the evolution cycle that they do for the three-stage megas.
Yeah, that is pretty.
Fucking Anthony was showing me one on Saturday at North, and I was like, oh man, I need to trade him some of my Judge comp for that card. So pretty. But yes, I would like to pull it myself, but as you've mentioned previously, Ascended Heroes is the biggest English set ever, so cracking what you want out of packs is probably an extreme rarity.
I think if you think about how much it is to buy an ETB or whatever it is you're buying of it, Ascended Heroes, right?
$50,000.
It's probably you like just don't buy any packs at all and then use that money just to buy one raw.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And then cherish it, grade it, wait for it to be worth $1 bazillion in like 10 years' time.
Or I could just trade some of my 20th anniversary stuff for one.
Joel, you can't trade all your shit away because you and I are going to have a card store one day when we're both desperate for money.
I'm selling most of my stuff to go to Japan next year.
Weeb.
I know. I'm going to be a hardcore weeb. And then I'll buy Pokemon cards in Japan and then hold on to them for 10 years.
Joel, why would you sell your Pokemon cards to go to Japan? Because holidays are temporary. Pokemon cards are also temporary if they get water damaged or ripped.
Do buy Japanese cards because I bought my Karen's Umbreon and it wasn't cheap, but it has quadrupled in value. Goodness. It's now worth actually it's even more than that. It's worth like 4.7K.
I think we are in a massive bubble, so I'm going to grain of salt that.
But the thing about the thing about that though is that these cards are 20 years old. They're never getting reprinted. There's not getting any more of them. People aren't opening packs. Like, I don't think vintage will be affected. I think modern bubble.
I think whatever is happening with Pokemon TCG currently is the old like rising tides take all boats. I said that so
you said that
weirdly.
Good job. Rising tides.
Rising tide lifts all ships.
Yeah, rising tide lifts all ships. I think it could be razors. It could be very much a modern bubble, but it is taking vintage with it.
This is a good segue.
Yep.
And again, TCG warning, but this is not Tweet of the Week because Tweet of the Week was actually Dill's tweet about him being the biggest fraud going to Worlds, right? That was funny. But there was another tweet that really grinded my gears.
Oh no, not a ground gear.
A ground
grinded.
Gear. At Jace TCG, Jack Carter said, at a card show, I picked out some cards and asked the vendor if I can trade for them. Oh yeah, sure. We trade at 80%. Why? We run a business. You can still meet your margins if you sell the cards you trade for at market though. Yeah, I'm not going to debate you on this. I left. So I don't know if I role-played those voices very well. You could tell who said what. But basically, he was at a card show, which they do quite often here in Perth as well. He found some cards he wanted. He tried to trade for them. The store said it will trade, but it's 80% trade in value, which, by the way, is very fucking good. Usually you get 70% max. 80% trade is very, very good in my opinion. You certainly won't get that here in Perth. And then, well, why do you only trade 80%? Because we run a business. Hello, yes, there's overheads. You got to it costs a lot of money to, first of all, to be at that card show as a stall.
Yeah.
Then you've got to employ your staff. Then you've got to get the stock. Then you've got to have like the FPOS terminals and all that sort of shit, right?
Yeah.
This guy went on a tirade and then so he got inundated with comments. And he just like basically told every commenter where to go because no one agreed with him. They all thought he was a fucking R word.
Yeah.
Literally someone called him that.
Nice.
I don't think he understands how...
It could be appropriate use of the word in this situation because that just sounds really dumb
and
uneducated on what is happening.
Aaron Cole, part of the what do we call them? The dynasty? The
Matsuo dynasty.
Matsuo dynasty. Dynasty. It sounds better when you say dynasty, doesn't it? Dynasty of Perth commented and was like, why don't you just sell your cards for cash and then trade the cash for their cards at the store because cash has a 1-for-1, like 100% credit, it was very funny. But people, you're never going to be able to trade in cards at any card shop or if you go to a card shop, like a Good Games, whatever, you're going to get even less traded than that. 80% was a bargain, I reckon, for trading in value because there's no guarantee the store's going to be able to sell the stuff you're trading them and they're taking on risks.
80% is very generous, really.
Yeah.
Like if you went into a card store and gave them a bunch of bulk, you're probably getting 50 to 60% on that, just as an example.
Because the bulk might not be in good condition and may never move. They've got to find storage for the bulk.
Yeah.
They've got to sort the bulk. It's time consuming.
I mean, most of the time bulk is donated, but I mean, like if you had dozens of like lowest rarity EXs type thing, you're probably getting 50 cents to $1 per card type thing. Like to go to a show and get offered 80% is very good. I got my Bubble Mew on a box of vintage that was worth 900, and at the time the Bubble Mew PSA 9 was 600.
It'll be worth more than that now.
Yeah, it's doubled. It was a one for one trade on that box that, you know, its most recent comp was 900. So, you know, I got 67% trade on vintage sealed, which has worked out better for me because I like the card more than I like that vintage sealed. But like,
yeah, I think people just need to realize how like running a business works and how the market works for cards. You can't. Yes, okay, if you're trading with your mate or like someone you know and you go like, you know, one for one value, and if both players want the cards, this cards shop doesn't want your stuff. They want money. Yes. They're a business.
They are. I don't know. It's just very dumb and uninformed, and like it lacks awareness of what that part of the industry is. Like a card show for a business that goes there is it's like advertisement and money making, basically. Like
it'd be a significant part of their revenue for the whole year if they're like a not like if they don't come from a proper store, they're just like a vendor that's like a private business.
Yeah, that like a market vendor or something.
Yeah, that would
be. Have you been? Just to get really local on our listeners, have you been to the Cannington markets on a Sunday?
People tell me about this all the time.
I haven't. But I've never been.
I've never been. I imagine it's like a swap meet, but apparently it's like a line. It's quite busy.
Yeah. We should go on a cute little date.
All right. When we're maybe in the downtime when we're not worried about, you know, regionals and.
Yeah, that's fair. Speaking of, shall we move on to our last topic?
No, there is no more events for the Scarlet Violet era. So I guess we just wrap up the podcast now.
I'm just going to quickly jump at that. Joel.
Yes.
Please, just stay in your lane. Gentlemen, should we move on to the last topic for the evening?
Oh, sorry. I forgot we had a host.
We do.
A host.
This fucking guy.
Can I ask the host a question?
We've actually got 3 hosts. You're hosting because we're in your house.
Yes.
I'm hosting the show, and Joel pretends to be a host. So
wow.
Jesus Christ.
And Joel is a piece of communion wafer.
I'm away for 1 week. Look what happens to me.
Can I ask a question about you?
You've been cooed.
Mark, you had a job interview today.
I did.
I'm not necessarily going to dox where you had a job interview. You can do that yourself if you want.
Yeah,
but it's politically related.
It is, yes.
If you get into politics, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you please get Pornhub unbanned in Australia?
Bet.
Could that be your first point of call?
Yeah. If I did get into politics, it's very highly likely that it would be state politics, in which case that would be entirely outside of my remit.
No. I want you to directly email Anthony Albanese, Australia's Prime Minister, and I want you to say, listen, mate.
I'll probably be seeing him in a couple of months.
Nice.
Mate, listen, just be like, look, my constituents have said.
All right.
My constituents need to jork.
If I meet Anthony Albanese and shake his hand, for those outside of Australia and who aren't overly familiar with geopolitics, Anthony Albanese is the Prime Minister of Australia. He is the leader of our country,
the president,
the
not
head
a
of
republic,
state.
But yeah.
And because I'm heading to a big conference that he's likely to be at, it's very possible that I actually meet him. How many subscribers for me to ask him to unban Pornhub?
100.
When is this happening though? What's the time frame we've got to work with?
July, I believe.
90.
No.
We're at 81. Shout out to all of our subscribers.
90.
Okay, in fairness, I've already asked our Home Affairs Minister if he folds or scrunches for this podcast. So I have already been embarrassing
myself.
myself.
What was the answer?
He kind of he laughed and gave a non-answer like the classic politician that he is.
Wow.
I do want to interject a little bit. I do love how we've seemed to have forgotten like how much power the Prime Minister in Australia has, because we like equate them so much to like the President of the United States.
He's got less power than that.
He has like almost zero power.
Yeah, there's no executive order.
There's no executive power, no veto power. I mean,
he's also not head of state.
Who's this? Anthony Albanese?
King Charles is our head of state.
Yeah, King Charles.
Yeah.
So he's only got like half the power of like the leader of the country.
Ask Gough Whitlam if the Prime Minister is the highest level of power in our country.
The Governor General.
Yeah. Oh. Don't get me started on the fucking dismissal. All right, we may as well move on very quickly.
Yeah.
Yes, I did have a job interview. I do want to quickly jump in with a pet peeve. I don't know if people share this. I hate when I have a job interview and people ask, "Oh, how did it go?"
Oh, I'm sorry. As Mark
but we want to know if you bombed the interview or not. You'll know if you bombed it or not.
I suppose, yeah. So you may as well. Did you completely shit the bed? Is a more fair question. But like people always ask, us like, "Oh, how was your job interview?" It's like, I don't fucking know, mate. Like unless they offer me the job or reject me on the spot, I have no clue how the job interview went. And I've been in job interviews where it felt like it went shit and I got the job, and I've been in job interviews where I smashed it and I didn't. So whenever anyone's like, "How did the job interview go?" I was like, I will let you know as soon as I receive an email telling me if I got the job.
My experience with job interviews is the complete opposite of that.
What you feel like
I know
you know exactly
what has happened and how it's gone down immediately, because
you've failed every job interview you ever went to.
Since entering the professional workforce, most of my hirings have been through a like an agency or a recruiter.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So like usually I will finish a job interview, I'll be like fuck or sick, and then I'll wait 15 minutes and then I'll call the recruiter, because that 15 minutes the company has spoken to the recruiter to like tell them what's up.
But don't they have to do like more interviews first, or is like you like the last interview? Because obviously usually there's like a time of like.
So have you gone through a recruiter recently?
I mean, government jobs are different.
Yeah,
it's like they draw it out for like weeks.
Yeah, so like private sector recruiting, what I have been through, you are you're vetted by the recruiter.
Yeah, and
then you're presented to the company, and then if the company likes your profile, they will interview you.
Yeah.
And then usually it's that interview and then you're in on a like meet the team run, or it's just that one interview and you're in.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, my experience is like I interviewed with the West Coast Eagles last year, and I was like, I got to the recruiter and I was like, I crushed it, but I think that they think I'm too technical. And she was like, "Yep, they think you're too technical." For this. I was like, "Fucking knew it." They were like, "Oh yeah, if they were like looking for the analytics department, they'd have you in an instant." I was like, "Fucking sick."
We've gone off topic. Mark, basically, can you just tell Albo that I'm tired of jerking off to low punny rule 34?
Just get a VPN. How could you possibly be tired of that?
Well, I mean, when you're doing it 24/7, sometimes you want to mix it up. You want to mix it up a bit.
He wants the what were the tags that Dan found that time? Young, hot, or something.
Extremely cute.
Extremely cute. Oh, okay, yeah. He wants his bookmarks back.
He wants his bookmarks
Half
back.
of my bookmarks are now completely fucked. It's really annoying. Got to sift through the ones I can still use.
That is rude.
It's very rude. Imagine making a man redo his bookmarks. But yes, Melbourne this weekend, provided, of course, that you are listening to this on release, which will be the 21st of May if you're listening to it after this.
Imagine someone's listening to this on their flight back from Melbourne and it's like, Melbourne this weekend. It's like, fuck me again.
If you're listening to this on maybe like the Friday rather than the Thursday when it comes out,
submit your team.
Pray for me, because I'm probably full spiral. I am probably
he will be
drunk, sleep deprived, like my hair all fucked up, probably like in a dressing gown, crying on the hotel room floor. You know, Dan's probably laughing at me.
You're going to, Dan will be there. So you won't be solo content creating for the potty.
You know how last week, Mark, you read out the stages of a crisis?
Yes.
Very
accurate.
Like
the 15 stages of crisis or whatever it was?
Something like that. I can't remember the exact number, but pretty much.
Yeah, it was a very good bit. Well done.
Thank you.
Well written.
You're like, however, I am fully in it now.
I am not fully in it, but I would like to make a complaint, because you mentioned that someone will like mention some like niche tech that someone that's like on the rise, and I'll panic because my team can't beat it, and then I'll change my team so that to beat that one specific threat, and now it's worse against 80% of the meta, and I've like fucked my team up for no reason, and then I won't even play said tech at the regional run, and I've changed my team for no reason, whatever, right? Remember that bit?
Very accurate, yeah.
And then what did you and the rest of my team building group go and do literally like 2 days later?
Don't look at me. I didn't take any part in that.
Well, I feel like you didn't put a stop to it.
I just kept telling you to click Psychic on your Calyrex Shadow Rider. I'm assuming you're talking about the fact that our comrades Daniel Baguli and Matthew Slocum put the fear of God into you about Toxapex.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, what's your answer?
Well, it did just get top 4 at Utrecht as well.
I genuinely think we're going to see some of it at Melbourne. But
right, play Pokemon over here, forgetting the name of the event.
At least I remember that it's existing.
True. I am trying not to have a full-blown panic. I was running Tinglu and Jumpluff, having a great time. And I got to 1400s, and then I lost a few to some critical hits and tilted big time. And then they've talked me out of dropping those. Apparently, according to Matthew Slocum, Tinglu is just not the guy. I reckon he is. Shout out Tinglu if you're listening. You know, Tinglu lives a full-powered Mystic Water spout in rain.
Holy shit.
Heat.
My Tinglu with AV does.
Oh, okay, AV. Still though, yeah, that's...
It's not max AV. It's got 252 attack.
If I was running a Kyogre and I clicked a water spout in rain in front of a ground type and it didn't kill it, I would be so bad.
Yeah. There's like 90% max.
Oh.
It's fucking wild. So shout out Tinglu. I know that you're
thick.
I know you probably got the least amount of fans out of the 4 ruined Pokemon because obviously Wo-Chen's like a fan favorite as well. But the Soup Bowl has grown on me. I'm really going to miss the guy.
Soup Bowl.
And if you want to hear more about soup, listen to last week's episode where we talked about soup for a good half an hour.
It wasn't quite half an hour.
It wasn't quite half an hour.
Not after you finished editing it, yeah.
I think we have.
Joel, what's your favourite soup?
I made a really good potato, leek and bacon soup last night.
It's very straight man soup, I think.
It is a straight man soup. I really like.
It's good though.
Yes, so good.
I was trying to think about. You said that the gay soup was fucking like
Dan
French
said
onion.
French onion is the gayest soup.
I've never been to someone's house and they've made me French onion soup for an entree.
I like a soup that feels like you have to chew it a little bit.
Like a minestrone.
You like some body.
Yeah. No, I don't like thin soups. I like thick soups.
Thick. Like a lentil.
Extra thick.
That's okay. That was unnecessary.
This is my Donald Trump impersonation.
That was the worst Donald Trump impersonation. What do you mean that was a Donald Trump impersonation?
Have you not seen that? It was like a year ago. He just like randomly turns to someone and goes.
Can we all disagree though that the worst soup is cream of mushroom?
Yes.
I'm not opposed to mushrooms.
Yeah, but cream of mushroom soup, even for mushroom lovers, you've got to admit, is shit.
Ooh.
I will be honest, and I don't think I've had it.
Yeah.
But I'll go with you guys. It's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you, cream of mushroom soup.
What do you think separates a soup from a stew?
The
bad mixing.
The consistency.
The consistency?
Yeah. Like,
chunks ratio, sure. Yeah, but I mean consistency.
Can we not say chunks?
No, yeah, it's got to be consistency. Because I think a stew is not liquid by
thin,
its...
yeah.
It's like the main part of a stew is not the liquid.
Yeah.
Whereas the main part of the soup is a liquid.
Yeah.
Would you say that pho or
Pho?
Pho? Isn't it?
It's pho.
Pho?
Yeah.
Or
a deer?
Ramen?
Yeah.
Are they soup?
Yeah, 100%.
Ramen is definitely a soup.
Okay. They've got big chunks, as you would call it.
Yeah, a stew would not be.
I think pumpkin would be my top 3.
I think the difference
Pumpkin's
between ramen and a stew, though, is that like those things are added to the soup after it has been done. They're not cooked within that liquid necessarily.
Oh God, we're getting really technical now. I think that to answer your question, Mark, I quite like chicken noodle soup because the whole like if you're sick, I really like chicken noodle soup.
Yeah,
or whatever. It is quite good. I like tomato soup. I like pumpkin soup. I haven't decided what the gay soup is yet, though. I need to really think about that. Maybe like gazpacho or something like that.
Somebody said gazpacho in the server, and I was like, that's a pretty good shout.
But only because when you pronounce it properly, you sound gay as fuck.
And it's cold. And gays like their coffee cold, so maybe they like their soup cold.
Gazpacho from Ibiza.
I like the idea of a gay person coming in, sunglasses on head, just got like this extra large Starbucks cup and it's just full of ice cold tomato soup.
Gazpacho, more like gay spacho.
Nice. Gazpacho.
Oh God. Yeah, I don't like seafood ones. Or your bisques.
Gazpacho, behave.
Shall we go back to Melbourne?
Or your bisques or your chowders.
I mean, we're planning on it.
Off.
We are planning on it.
You're not going back to Melbourne.
For me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, my dream, my hope for Melbourne is that it's won by an O2 Drop subscriber. That would just be
mainly because we get the exclusive winners interview.
That would just be sick. We have built a very big community, I feel, and it's growing. And I don't know. It's just a very cool.
All 81 of us.
I hope it's one of the panelists so that we get invited. I say we as if I'm not casting, which I can reveal. I don't think anyone's really surprised to hear that.
Please let us know if you're surprised that Mark's cast in Melbourne.
No, because there's going to be some offensive comments there. I'm always surprised that they keep getting that idiot back.
I mean, I am.
Okay, don't let.
Shut the fuck. I'm surprised that you're still playing Pokemon.
This is my life, Mark.
I'm surprised that you're still alive at the ripe old age of 39.
Wow.
Got him.
I'm going to outlive all you cunts out of spite.
Speaking of, though,
Nice.
I do want to announce that I will be, because I turned 29 in a month, I will be doing fine dining and 29ing as recommended by
Nice.
subscriber Amy,
Yep.
where I will cook food on and have guests and talk about what it's like being 29.
You gotta start planning your fine dining. You can't just serve up like sloppy pasta.
This actually,
Chris.
this sounds like an excellent
Think about
series.
who you're talking about.
Do not make a fucking cream of mushroom soup, I swear to God.
No. I'm thinking about letting the guest pick what I cook.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Also,
and
you'll
your
probably be
poll.
my first guest because I am completely ripping this off from your
My show.
cheap wine and 29.
I'll bring some fine wine and we can do cross content.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
I just need to
Yes.
figure out how to film it because I'm not dragging my PC into my dining room.
I can hook you up.
I literally just filmed
you
mine
need.
on my laptop with fucking QuickTime.
That's what I'm thinking I might do.
I'll hook you up if you need.
Thanks, Joel.
Okay, thanks, Joel. It's a secret.
I have a camera.
Oh my God.
Welcome to our
Do you have one-
ASMR.
Yes.
Pokemon VGC podcast.
Do you have one of those ring lights?
I have better than that. I have studio lighting. Whoa. Yeah.
That's like gayer than gazpacho.
Gazpacho.
We're going to be doing some gentle tapping.
Oh, that's awful. It sounded like a horse in the distance.
And now I'm going to rub my balls on the mic.
You need to moisturize your balls.
I do.
Jesus.
Oh, they're crunchy.
That was fun. Yeah,
Melbourne.
I won't be at Melbourne. Very sorry, fam. I'm not judging, and I don't have the funds currently to get there. Otherwise, I would be there. Chris will be playing. Dan will be playing. Mark will be casting. Kieran will be playing. I'm not sure about Alistair.
Alistair is casting as well, my man.
Oh yeah.
I knew, but I wasn't sure if I was going to announce it.
Yeah, I was going to do a shock announcement, but you like said that so confidently, I just had to jump in and yeah. So, surprise guest caster and maybe ongoing caster if he doesn't shit the bed. Alistair Sandover. If it's not announced by the time that this drops, well then
This is the announcement.
yeah, this is the announcement.
Surprise.
I guess. Someone's dropped the ball because usually it gets announced Tuesday, Wednesday before regionals. But yeah, shout out Alistair who's joining us on the caster desk, bringing some.
Much needed expertise.
I wasn't going to say much needed because we've got good players
No, it's
on
much
the
needed.
casting panel. I'm not one of them.
Well, who are the other?
But we do have
Who
them.
are the other two?
Hobbit
Yep.
and
Yeah.
Masto.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got two good players and then the padding.
So we've got Hobbit, Masto, and
so
Alistair. I
two-
don't want to say that casters are all like, there's a stereotype that casters are all has-beens. And I don't want to say that about our current group.
No.
But they're not making it easy for me.
I think-
at least they have been at some point. I haven't even.
Yeah. I think Alistair will bring some very good technical
He's got
knowledge.
really good analysis, and he's also, as well done on the podcast, he's pretty good on the mic as well.
Yeah.
So I think he would be a great addition to the team. I'm really looking forward to bringing it to the people once
The
again.
people.
I really hope that everyone because in that tweet that we were ranting about at the start of the episode, people were saying, well, TPC or Play Pokemon were saying that it's the last one because it's the last one for them because there's no stream
Yeah.
for those other events. And some people's like, yeah, Australia doesn't get streamed. Australia doesn't get streamed. Australia does
actually-
get streamed, thanks. This will be
actually-
our third unofficial stream.
And we'll link it in our tweets, in our
We
follow
will.
us.
We'll
Follow us
share
on
it.
Twitter. We will.
Remember, you cannot complain about the lack of representation and then not watch the representation.
Yes.
Exactly.
If you feel like you want Australia to be better represented, share it around.
Yeah.
Retweet it, pass it about that we do have a stream going. The more people that know about the Australian stream, a lot of them will tune in. People like watching VGC, and the more spotlight we put on Australian players, the better.
Do we have picks? Apart from obviously me is the red hot favorite, but other people that we think might.
It's got to be a Perth player because we've got to get the 3-peat.
So yeah,
We're back to back on Perth players
Kieran.
winning Melbourne.
True.
Kieran, yep.
Who's traveling?
I think Tim might be. Tim could be in with a shout. Tim's a very strong player.
Whose team did fellow team builder Matt Slocum steal this time?
That is a good question.
Matt does very well at regionals.
I can't remember what he's running at.
He often makes day twos.
Yeah.
Tim, very strong. He's made cut
Is
a few times.
Is Brendan Robeson going?
Yeah. I don't think Robeson is, no.
What? He's like...
I don't know if Pete is going. Peter Vowles, world's competitor, Peter Vowles.
I think Phil's going.
Nice.
Oh, I hope so.
For VG.
Maybe I'm wrong about that. I could have just made that up, but I thought Phil said he was going.
If I had to pick someone that wasn't somebody that I'm close to and know very well, I would put Yu Zhang Wang there after being the finalist in Sydney. That would definitely light a fire in me.
Why?
Well, he's playing out of region. Like he was a finalist, but he got no points for it.
I mean, that's sad for him, but I mean, we want to take away one of the places from our 20, so we want an Australian to win.
Yeah, and I'm just.
That's all national pride, Joel.
I'm sorry for being realistic. Nah, I won't say realistic. I don't know. Like he was very close. That would be my not like your underdog, but like someone who's been really close and this season and fire to grab it.
We've got I think like my Dim's got a chance. We've got Matthew Robinson's had a great season.
Yeah.
Diego's is on the rise after doing a really good performance in wasn't LA, it was the other regional that weekend.
Yeah.
I can't remember which region it was.
It was that was a LATAM regional, wasn't it? Yeah.
I can't remember which one it was. He's going to be upset with me.
He will. I mean, I'd really like to see like Nick Khan get a win.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah,
Lewis
that's
Tan.
true. These are all not Perth players. I hope you're aware.
I know, but like,
I'd like to see these people come second. I want to see Perth hold the Melbourne title.
Get the three-peat.
Yep.
Okay. If I have to choose a Perth player, I'm choosing. Oh, we can't even choose Dan anymore. That's disappointing.
Yeah, if Dan wins, are we claiming him as Perth?
I mean,
Yeah,
he spent a majority of the season in Perth.
Yeah, true.
Tim.
Do you reckon he's going to do some like dance or something if he wins on stream?
Yes. Luckily, we're not showing players. I don't think we're showing players on stream yet, are we, Mark? Just
Showing play. Oh, you mean player cam?
Yeah.
If they have set it up, it's news to me.
Okay.
There might be.
He might do a little jig in the winners interview.
Okay.
But for my Perth money is Tim.
Mm-hmm.
My Australian money is Nick Khan.
Mm-hmm.
And my international money would be Yu Zhang Wang.
Okay.
That's where I would.
Is Masayoshi coming?
I'm not sure.
Kuro? No?
I mean, he tweets in Japanese, so I can't read it, but.
Why not, Joel? Okay. Well, yeah, we'll see. I'm sure Joji will show up.
Yeah. Kuro.
Is Shohei Kimura coming again?
Don't know.
It'd be nice to get some. I would love it if we had some like big name international players coming. Just if there maybe someone really loves Reg Eye and they haven't qualified for their region yet, and they want to like one last hurrah, but they can't register now because it's capped. We only get 350-ish VGC Masters because ESL Australia are useless. I probably shouldn't say that because Mark's on the podcast.
No comment.
He doesn't have any posts about whether or not he's coming, unfortunately. So.
All right. Fellow Perth player. We claim him.
We do.
All right. Well, good luck everyone in Melbourne. I hope you are not having a Team Christmas as you listen to this on Thursday. If you are, don't worry. Jump in the Discord if you're a subscriber, and we can hash it out. We can run the lines. We can get you sorted. The
Mars love running lines.
In fact, if you're in Melbourne, just get together and have a drink on Thursday night and Friday night.
Yep.
And looking forward to it, seeing everyone and getting hopefully our beanies will be a hell of a ride. I'll be wearing those representing.
Yes.
Hopefully it's cold enough in Melbourne to actually wear one.
Please do see Chris for beanies.
Come see my blonde hair.
His blonde hair and stickers.
I have a switch case full of stickers, but I'm assuming you've got a wad of stickers to give me as well.
Yeah, I don't have them with me tonight, but I do have 500 wall.
Okay. I'll be a roving microphone as well, doing interviews as usual.
If you want to have a chat, come have a chat.
Yeah.
Chris will be keen to be put off his next round.
Yeah. I just want to have fun, but at the same time, I want to go positive. I mean, I would love a day two. I'm not asking to win regionals. I'd love a day two.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And I think I do. I think I have taken it seriously enough this time.
Lock in your Ace Trainer rewards for 2026. get your $2,000 card or whatever the fuck that.
They go for about 800.
God damn, that's
Currently.
crazy.
I went to a cup and a challenge on Saturday and got fourth in both, I think, and did not get any CP. So yeah,
it is a minor issue in our little area right now, but I am quietly hopeful that once Champions is running, maybe people will
get excited about Pokemon again?
Return for the mega format. We do have a lot more places running events a lot more frequently than we did back when we used to get 32 people to an event. So
there's the glory days,
the heydays. But yeah, I think that'll just about do us for today. Good luck to everyone in Melbourne. Stay hydrated. Eat if you want to eat. Don't eat if you don't want to eat. Remember, eggs is the food of regional champions, but also starvation is the food of regional champions. So,
or if you just like Scoot Easy, then you might just smash a 4-pack of White Monster.
Yeah, and then have some drinks as well. Stay safe, stay hydrated, stay aware. May all your procs proc. May none of your opponents crit you. I look forward to hearing the battle stories because, for the first time in 4 regionals, I won't be there.
Yeah, shame. We'll miss you, Joel.
No, you won't.
True.
Honestly, Joe, if it wasn't for you, we would have had all 6 O2 Drop panelists at the one regionals at the same time.
I know.
It may never happen again.
Fuck's sake, Joel.
No, it's a pretty big whiff, isn't it?
You're like the cream of mushroom of the podcast.
Damn.
God damn.
All right. Well, that about wraps us up.
And I'm the gazpacho.
Any final shout outs?
Yeah, we have to do a subscriber plug and tell them how to subscribe. And while you do, as a selling point, I'm going to give you a sneak peek at what we're going to get.
Your
autographed photos of my mum modeling swimwear of like the magazine covers.
For those who don't know, Chris's mum was so hot back in the day. She was a literal swimwear model.
Yeah.
And Chris found a few of her modeling pics and
oh my God,
flying
it's in
in
a
the face
leather-bound
of
binder.
sanity, shared bikini photos of his mum from when she was a swimsuit model.
Yeah.
And everyone in the server has gone absolutely crazy over her because
I'm going to blow this photo up into like a big A3 or A2 or something.
Yeah.
Also like a proper big pin
poster and get them. This is one of the options.
Yeah.
The People magazine cover.
Damn. Yep. Diana is our girl of the week.
Yeah, so they're going to be autographed copies of.
She was on the cover of People magazine.
She was.
Awesome. Hey, wait, don't turn away. I'm still looking at her boobs.
No, that's better.
Yeah. So there's going to be a cover.
The next one.
No, there's spoilers, but my favorite one.
Okay, yeah, you have a favorite bikini photo of your mother.
Super normal.
Hang on. There's one that's like.
Paging Dr. Freud, Dr. Sigmund Freud.
There's one that's just really sus. Hang on. I'm trying to find the one that I think's funny. Look at this. Australasian Post cover.
Hang on.
Fuck.
I'm just trying to have a proper look.
I need to find the one that I'm looking for.
Stop turning it away, you cock tease.
Look, check out the title of this magazine.
Two more whoppers. Put right next to you.
The burgers are better. What can I say?
Anyway,
so
that can be yours if Joel.
Yeah, so at 100 subscribers, we will be doing a draw, which will include everyone currently subscribed.
You can opt in or out.
You can opt in or out. Whether you are in Perth, Australia, international, you will be in the running to win an autographed. What are we? A3? A2?
Let us know in the Discord what size you want. I'm gonna.
We could.
They're not gonna hear this until after I've already made the copies. I'm gonna do the copies tomorrow.
A2 we can post pretty successfully because it'll fold down into an A4 and we can put it in a solid poster.
I'd probably do it in a tube.
Tube, yeah, of course.
I don't want to fold it.
Yeah, we'll put it in a tube and we will ship it anywhere. It will be signed by Dirty Diana herself.
Yeah. So I'm going to do one for the O2 Drop Invitational. I'm going to do one. We'll do some for the lottery subscriber goals. And I think I said the highest placing person at Worlds that's a subscriber. Yeah. If you are the highest placing O2 Drop subscriber at Worlds,
you can win a signed.
And these are these are pretty cool.
They honestly, they're a piece of history.
They're a piece of history.
Joel.
Yeah.
you may as well, while you're here, make yourself useful. How can people subscribe?
Go to the02drop.com. It'll redirect you to our Buzzsprout page, where for as little as $3 American per month, you will gain access to over 160 hours of additional content that we record weekly. It is more unhinged, more over the top, more raunchy than what we do here in the mainline. You will also gain access to our Discord server, where we have limitless tours. We help you with your regionals prep. There are even more pictures of Chris's mum modeling in the 70s. We play games together. We hang out and chat. Yeah. We have Mafia. It is a great community to be part of, and thank you to everyone who has subscribed and makes it such
an entire channel dedicated to rating the best flavor of Monster energy drink at the moment.
There is. Somehow we let Scoot Easy get away with that.
It's actually very entertaining.
It is. Yeah, like I said, wonderful place. I'm quite proud of the community that we've developed there, because everyone's very chill and definitely never has a crash out in the Martha server.
We have subscribers that don't even listen to the podcast. They just like being part of the Discord community. Literally.
There you
go. And 19 more subs. We are doing a nude calendar of the panelists, and we're dubbing the anime.
Yeah.
The original Pokemon anime.
And Chris's mum's.
And the lottery of my.
Yeah.
The raffle, whatever. It's exciting.
So many things happening at 100.
And yes, for the record, I did get my mum's consent for this, and she agreed to it on Mother's Day when I took her out for dinner. So
shout out Diana.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Joel, do you have any final shout outs?
No, just have a great time in Melbourne, fam. If you're listening to this, yeah, I hope you do well. I hope you go positive. I hope you win. And if you're a Perth player, I hope you win more.
Shout out to McGreg for going foraging for me this week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He knows what I mean.
Shout out McGreg.
Also punching.
Yeah.
Everyone, well, I mean, apparently I'm not. It's been the consensus is that we're around about evenly matched, or maybe he's punching.
Some people say you're punching, some people say he's punching.
Yeah. There's some of them wrong.
You're probably the only 50-50 subscriber in the...
No one can say that I'm punching.
No.
You were.
Shut up. And I know that for sure as well, because like after the breakup, no one bothered to ask who broke up with whom.
Yeah.
Right? Like they all just kind of knew. So yeah. Anyway, that's fine. I'm not anymore, so it doesn't count.
You got a hot date with Jigglypuff girl.
Yeah, can you introduce me to Jigglypuff girl? I'm honestly keen.
I'm gonna make a fake profile and pose as her. And when you meet me for dinner, it's gonna be just me in a dress.
So here's the thing: if it's you in a dress and a wig, that actually sounds hot as fuck because you just look like your mum.
Yeah. My mum is single. What if I get her to make a Hinge profile?
Bet.
All right. It's happening.
I'll take your mum out.
Hang on.
If nothing else, for the fucking bit.
I was going to say.
Can you imagine the bragging rights of her? Yes. I took out Diana on a date.
Does she put out on the first date?
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
If I genuinely fuck your mum, I will be an eternal hero of the O2 drop.
You will. We will have to give you like a god level status.
Can we get exclusive rights for this date to the podcast?
I can film the whole thing.
Okay. I'm up for anything. Get Diana on board.
We should start a new sub-series, Dating Diana. Every subscriber gets one opportunity to take Diana on a date.
Okay, hang on. Now we're just...
Hang on, my mum is not just like...
We're not pimping her out.
We're not spinning the lazy Diana, you know? Like, she doesn't get to go with everyone at the table. Fucking hell.
Yeah, calm down, Joel. Jesus.
She gets to pick. I'll give her 80 faces.
She's gonna play O2 Drop Tinder. She's gonna be swiping left and right on us.
Okay. Yep, I'm all right with that.
Okay, Chris is gonna get approval for this tonight.
Send her a message right now. Pass on my number. Yeah, look, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I just want to quickly shout out Comrade Clown on YouTube, dropping regular videos. Some of them are kind of okay. I recently did one with Scoot Easy. Jury's out on whether or not it's uploaded by the time this episode drops. Probably won't be, but we'll see.
Nice. Your Insin one was very good.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
I chortled.
It was honestly so much fun. Like, you could probably tell watching the video, I wasn't expecting it to do as well as it did.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
You're like, oh my God, this is working.
Of the, I want to say...
Incineroar, good Pokemon. What?
The nasty plot.
Nasty plot, Baton Pass, Incineroar.
Still Incineroar.
I think I've recorded 3 videos so far. That one was probably my favorite.
Nice.
But they've all been good. They've been really fun. Editing takes yonks, but
it does.
Otherwise, it's not bad. Otherwise, shout out to you, the listener, for joining us once again at the O2 drop. I was about to say this will be the last week. This probably won't, because next week we'll talk about Melbourne results. But we are very soon to turn the corner to start talking about champions in Regulation M to A, which I'm excited for, because I've been having a lot of fun with the M to A that I have been playing, but I've also not been playing that much because I've been wanting to focus
you need to lock in
on maintaining my Reg I knowledge. So I'm very keen for us to do that. Next week we'll probably do a Melbourne recap, and we'll probably do a bit of a party to send off Scavvy.
Yeah.
I'll bring cake or something.
We can actually legitimately say the Scarlet Violet era is over and not get in trouble from any region in the world.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's going to turn out that some weird little like Mesa are probably on Scavvy until the either that or people are going to get shitty at us, or the fact that locals are still going to be played on Scavvy until the end of the year.
Well, that's not our fault. Are they allowing stores meant to get their own Wi-Fi and stuff to be able to facilitate this? Or they're just waiting for it to not be online only compatible? Like,
who knows what's going to happen, dude?
All right.
We'll
find out.
Yeah,
in the
for
future.
now, locals are just on the game as is. So we'll figure it out. And yeah, I mean, after Scavvy, and before Worlds is going to be the O2 Drop Invitational. So
stay tuned for that.
We are currently organizing. There will be more details in the coming weeks.
All right. And let us know your favorite soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cunts.
So that's it. If you enjoyed this episode, please do go check out our other episodes. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. If you've already checked out episodes and you think, this is good, I would pay for more content on this. If you don't think that you would pay for more content like this,
that's fine.
You should still subscribe, because we like money.
And we do other content. This is not the only content.
We do. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you get access to.
Go watch Alistair's top cut episodes on how to be a better VGC player.
Actual VGC content.
Sometimes.
Crazy.
Otherwise, if you like it, but not quite enough that you want to give us money for it, then just share it around on social media. If you've got friends that play Pokemon and don't listen to this podcast, be like, hey, I know a podcast that's vaguely related to Pokemon VGC and is sometimes funny. Go check it out.
Sometimes.
Otherwise, we'll catch you next time, friends.